Greetings and salutations, my lovely little bitelings. My name is Wiggy, and today I'll be talking about Lost Ark. Now, I did talk about Lost Ark in my upcoming MMORPGs video, however, it was quite brief, and looking by the comments, a lot of you guys seem to be looking forward to it, so I thought I'd make a video going into more detail. And well, this is it. Lost Ark is an isometric action-based MMORPG, basically the same kind of genres and playstyle as Diablo 3 or Path of Exile, just more updated and having its own features. Alright, let's go over some of the many features found within Lost Ark. Firstly, it isn't a dungeon crawler, as a large majority of people thought, as you can sail around the world map, which in itself is pretty awesome, especially when it looks as good as Lost Ark does. While sailing, you'll be able to see players as it's completely open, no loading screens until you make it to an open world area, which I'll get to in a moment. While you're sailing the seven seas, you can discover completely new regions, search for hidden treasures, and even raid other ships. Sailing around the ocean isn't the only thing that's exceptional about Lost Ark though. Once you're done exploring or when you've discovered a new area, you can enter it, where you can fully explore said region on land. These areas are called open world areas. Within these places, you'll be able to see other players like any normal MMORPG, as it's not locked to just yourself and your party members, unlike the instanced off dungeons. Once you're on land, you don't necessarily have to fight monsters, as you can take on professions like fishing, mining, etc. to occupy your time. However, if this isn't for you and you want some action, glory, and a general sense of heroic achievement, you can take quests and make decisions that can actually change the fate of your fellow NPCs, as you'll be given choices like whether you want to save someone or if you'd rather leave them. You can also befriend NPCs, allowing you to unlock hidden quests, dungeons, puzzles, or even treasures. Onto the dungeons found within Lost Ark. Dungeons in Lost Ark function similarly to most MMOs, as you form parties to tackle whatever it has to offer, with a mostly linear path. However, Lost Ark tweaked it a little. In regards to how you go about the dungeon, they've added cinematic cameras that twist and turn around the dungeon while you're progressing through, while large bosses pop in and out, attacking those unprepared. It'll definitely add some flair to dungeons, at least until you learn the pattern. Lost Ark has 18 classes. However, each set of classes falls under the same prime class. Allow me to give you an example. Warriors can go into Berserkers, Destroyers, or Warlord. Each class has their own speciality. Another example is, for instance, the Berserker has high attack, medium defense, and low support, whereas the Warlord has high defense, medium attack, and low support. This is the same for all of the 18 classes. I won't be listing their statistics or anything, however, I don't mind naming the classes so you guys are informed. However, if this doesn't interest you, you can feel free to skip this part. The base classes and job advancements are as follows. Mage can advance to an Arcana, which uses cards, a Summoner that wields a staff, or a Bard that uses a harp. Fighter can advance to a Battle Master that wields a fist weapon, an Infighter that uses a larger fist weapon, or a Keymaster, which is also a fist fighter. Gunner can advance to a Hawkeye, although I'm not entirely sure what weapon it uses, a Devil Hunter that uses a gun, or the Blaster that uses a rocket launcher. The planned classes that have yet to be properly tested in the closed beta tests are Assassin, which can go into a Shaman King, Pirate or Shadow. Specialists can go into an Astrologer, Musician, or an Alchemist. That is a lot of classes. Although do keep in mind that some of these classes are subject to change, as it's going to be entering its second closed beta in the next few months. These are just some of the many features found within Lost Ark. I kinda wanted to sum it all up and not be a super long video. We'll see if that's the case. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed learning about Lost Ark, and I hope you guys are just as excited about it as we are. As always guys, good day, night, or afternoon, wherever it is where you are, and I will see you guys in the next video.
We fell out of love like shooting stars, came crashing down, and we're building back up again now. I see your heart, see your mind. satisfied when you lose yourself on the